Hi, it's Nørgaard. So today I'm doing this makeup look. This is using the original Carli Bybel palette. I was looking through some of my old private videos and I saw my original review and tutorial and swatch video on this palette, and I just thought, wow, my makeup has come a long way. And I did that video 2.5 years ago, and probably 2.5 years from now I'm going to look back on this video and think, girl, what the hell. So yeah, anyways, I was inspired by that video to pull out this palette again. I still don't have the deluxe version. I really want to get it. It's just, you know, the coins. So anyways, this is a great palette. I love it. I love the look I created. It is so late at night right now. It is 10:30 at night. And you know why it's that late? It's because I got Sims on my phone. So I have been playing The Sims all day on my phone. I'm like getting addicted to it. So I kind of regret installing it on my phone because I just know I'm going to spend so many hours playing that freaking game. Anyways, I just wanted to do a fun little video. I'm super comfortable today because it's so cold. It's supposed to be spring, but it's so cold. There's snow outside. So I'm wearing my big sweater hoodie thing and my beanie. But yeah, that's probably enough rambling for now. So if you like the makeup look, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. No, that's not that. Watch in high definition. And do I say anything more in my intros? Here comes the tutorial. Okay, so let's get right into it. I'm going to use my Rimmel Insta Fix and Go setting and priming spray. I'm going to use this to prime and set my face today. And it actually works so well for priming your face. You just kind of have to get used to the sprayer. So I'm going to let that dry. So as an additional primer step, I'm going to use this Gerard Cosmetics BB Plus Illumination cream. So I'm going to dab this all over my face. And I'm actually going to use my Sigma foundation brush to blend it in. Usually I would use my fingers, but I'm wearing all these rings, so it's a little bit difficult. So this looks very intense, very glowy and shiny right now, but it's okay because I'm going to wear foundation on top, so it's just going to give a very subtle luminous finish. And for the foundation I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. And I'm going to mix the color Soft Beige and Rose Ivory. So I mix equal parts of the two foundations. And I just wiped my brush off in a tissue and now I'm just blending it in. And I still have more left on my hand, so I can build it up if I want to. And I'm not going to apply a ton up here on my forehead because I am going to be wearing a beanie. So it doesn't really matter. It's so crazy. I paid so much money for this Sigma brush and the handle comes right off. I don't have that problem with any of my eBay brushes. So yeah, that's that. And I am just taking this foundation down my neck a little bit because I do have a few spots down here. And now I'm just stippling a little bit more product on. Mainly my cheeks because that's where I have the most to cover up. So I'm going to take a little bit of this Essence All I Need Concealer Palette, and I'm going to use the pink color right here to use as an under eye corrector. So the trick with these kind of correctors is to only apply it on the actual part that needs to be corrected. So don't do the whole triangular shape. So I go ahead and blend that out. And the reason why I'm using this corrector today is because I'm going to use a medium coverage concealer. So to make sure I'm nice and light underneath my eyes, I'm using this corrector. And that concealer is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable. I have it in the color Light Ivory. So I'm going to use this as an So I'm going to use this as a highlighter. So this looks like a crazy amount of concealer, and I mean it kind of is, but this is a medium coverage concealer, so it's going to blend out super seamlessly. And I'm using again my little W7 sponge. So today I'm going to set my face with my AirSpun loose powder. I do really like this powder, the only thing is that it smells. I'm sorry if I'm not super chatty in this video. It's kind of late and I'm still a little bit sick. I have been pretty sick these last couple of days and I'm still not doing 100%. Powder all over. So as always, I go ahead and set my entire face now that I'm done with the under eyes. So I'm actually going to dig into my Carli Bybel palette now already, because I'm going to use this highlight down here as a bronzer. Since this is a highlight, it's going to be incredibly shimmery, but as a shimmery bronzer it works really well on my skin tone. So I know I'm going to wear a beanie, but I just wanted to show you guys how it looks all over the face. And it can actually work really great as a bronzer, but you have to have a very light hand. It's also important what kind of brush you're using. I would definitely use this type of brush over a brush like this, because this is more dense, and definitely a fluffier brush works better, at least if you want it to look somewhat natural. So I'm also going to use this along my jaw, and I am going to blend it out a tiny bit, because I want it to be really soft. So for a light bit of contouring, I'm going to use this color from my NYX Contour and Highlight palette. And I'm going to do my nose. And I don't ever use bronzer on my nose. I find that to just be too much. I just use my contour. I'm also going to use it underneath my cheekbones. So I'm not going to do the hairline, because as I said, I'm going to wear that beanie, so it's really not necessary. But I am going to do my jawline to really carve it out. And then again, blend it out, girl. It makes a huge difference if you just take a little time to blend out your contour. So for blush, I'm going to use the Honey Queen by W7. So I apply it right here on the apples. And again, one more time, blend that in. And actually I'm going to contour a tiny bit below my lip. And I'm going to apply some lip plumper by Too Faced. So I'm going to finish off this base makeup with my Rimmel spray. Okay, so let me just say right off the bat that my eyebrows are very messy because I'm trying to grow them out, so they look a little bit bushy and funky. So I'm going to fill in my brows with my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Brow Palette. And I'm going to start out with the clear wax. So I'm going through my brows, and anywhere I'm going to place a brow powder, I'm laying down some wax. So I'm going to use this color, and I'm going to use this towards the back of my brow. I don't ever like to only use one color, I think it looks too harsh. And I am going to clean up my brows underneath, so I'm not too worried about this bottom line. So I just adjusted the lighting, I think it was looking a bit too harsh. Then I'm going to use this color for the inner part, and I do this very softly so I don't get too much product in this inner part. So as I said, I'm cleaning up right below the brow. These rings are so annoying, they're about to fly off my fingers every 2 seconds. I think they look really good, but god, it's so annoying to wear rings. That's why I barely ever do it. So I'm going to use Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. I have been loving this lately. I don't know why I don't use it more often. It's so good. And once more, I just blend it out with my sponge. So for my first eyeshadow, I'm going to use this matte, very light color. And this is going to be my brow bone highlight. And this eye look is actually inspired by myself, because I was watching one of my old private videos where I was reviewing this palette, and I was doing a tutorial using the palette, and that is what I'm going to copy today. That video was like 2.5 years old, and it's just incredible to look back on yourself like that and see how far you've come. So I'm going to use the light shimmery pink, and I'm going to add that all over my eyelids. I'm going to take this matte brown, and I'm going into the crease with this, with my big fluffy blending brush from MAC. And this is such a gorgeous color. This is my most used color out of this palette. And I know my brows are looking crazy, but as I said, I'm growing them out, so please just ignore it. Then I'm going to take the matte purple color, and I'm going to shade this out in the outer corner. By the way, I should probably put on some new lip plumper. And I blend out the upper edge with my blending brush. And I'm building this color up little by little, because this palette does have a considerable amount of fallout, and I'm not trying to have this purple fall down on my under eyes. So I'm just going to reapply a little bit of the light pink. Now I'm taking this highlighter, and I'm using this around the tear duct. I want my tear duct to be even lighter than the lid color, that's why I'm using this highlight. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. liquid liner and do a cat eye. I keep on thinking I look so different with this kind of slightly curly, wavy hair. It's like so weird to look at myself. So my liner turned out a bit thicker than I was anticipating, but then again, that happens to me all the time. So I'm going to take this bronze color, and this is going to go on my bottom lash line. So for my inner rim, I'm going to use this Rimmel in the Nude pencil eyeliner. So I'm curling my lashes. My mascara today is Lash Paradise Black is Black in the waterproof version by L'Oreal, of course. And as always, I'm also going to apply falsies, so a single coat should do. So for falsies, I'm going to use my EXO Beauty lashes in the style The Brave. Okay, so both of my batteries died, so I just went ahead and put on this eyelash while I waited for one of the batteries to charge, so we can do this eye together. I'm using the Kiss Aloe Vera adhesive in black. So I apply a thin layer of glue to the lash band, and I'm using my Tweezerman tweezers to apply them. And I just love the look of these lashes. They look like mink lashes, but they are plastic. The only downside is that they are a little bit stiff. You definitely have to get used to them. But like every time I put them on, they feel a little bit uncomfortable, but after maybe like 30 seconds, they feel completely fine on my eyes. And they were super affordable. I have another pair that I have not tried yet. I'm so excited to try them. That style, I don't remember what it's called, but that style is a little more full. This one is a little more natural. So now I'm going to remove my lip plumper. I still can't figure out if I think it plumps on my lips or not. So for my lips, I'm going to use this e.l.f. lip liner in Natural Blush. And I'm also going to fill in my lips. On top of that, I'm going to use this Essence liquid lipstick. It's actually a pigmented gloss, but it's called a liquid lipstick. And this one is in the color Beauty Secrets. And it matches really well with the lip liner. So I'm just going to use a Q-tip to remove some of the innermost part. Just so it won't end up on my teeth. So I just put on my beanie and this is the completed look. I really like this makeup look. It's very glam but still with a lot of, you know, the neutral colors. So I really hope you guys liked it as well and that it gave you some inspiration if you have the Carli Bybel palette, either this original one or the deluxe version. So that is all. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And yeah, that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. So take care and bye bye.